So I went to a doctor in the UK, and the doctor said, you need a new hip, and that he would review me in 3 months. That was 10 months ago, and I haven't had a review yet, and there's no prospect, I don't think, of getting a review. And after the review, we're talking maybe about a year, probably more, to have an operation, by which time my other hip would probably have given out as well, because it overcompensates for the already not very good hip. So not very good planning, really. So I thought, right, I really need it done. So I looked up hip operation abroad, and IndiCure came up as a top hit, really. Okay, I am Iain Lamb. I'm from the UK, and I live in the northwest of England. I've retired a few years ago from the Royal Air Force, but during my life I've had loads of uniformed roles which have made me do an awful lot of sport and walking and impact. And I was discovering that my right hip, after about 50 years of heavy impact, was giving me a bit of problem. So I went to IndiCure and said, this is what I'm thinking of. What do you think? What can you do for me? And they came back in about an hour, I think, hour and a half, and said, yeah, we do this all the time. This is what you probably need. This is the type of package you need. And everything was done there and then, basically. These are the people you'll see. You can choose which hospital you want. This is how long it will take. You'll go through the surgery. It'll all happen. You'll get your medication, and then you'll fly home, and we can arrange your visas for you, which was brilliant. We can arrange your hotel for you, which was brilliant. So there's lots of things that IndiCure did for us, my wife and I, before we arrived. It was all done as a big package. Fab. And then we arrived, and we had to change the hotel because the swimming pool, which was a must for my wife, was under renovation or something. So we said, we really need a pool. So I said to IndiCure, can you do a new hotel with a pool, please? So within half an hour, yes, it's been done, and they got a good deal on it. So brilliant. So we got the hotel where we are now, which is lovely. And we started the hospital, got taken to the hospital in a nice car, fabulous driver, really nice lady, and into the hospital with one of the IndiCure staff. She was a liaison that day, through a load of tests, blood tests. We had cardiograph, we had sonogram, we had x-rays, we had loads of things, loads of samples taken of everything. But it was really, really good, and she sort of took me through the lot. I mean, it was very hands-on, it was great. And while we waited for the next X-ray or CT or whatever it was, she was with us. English was very good. All the English was very good with all the people, really. There was never an issue in India. Over in Mumbai, by the way. So that was great. And then we got admitted the next day. Again, faultless, just through the system, up the stairs, into my room, which was fantastic, a suite, massive. And into the bed. Operation was due the next day, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, absolutely, wheeled down and took place, woke up in the afternoon. And after that, it's just been a case of some medications and some physio, which I thought, oh, I'm not very good at this. But after a while, you get into the rhythm, and the next morning I was going up and downstairs from having had a new hip the day before. Outstanding. And the liaison kept on going with IndiCure because my wife stayed in the hotel while I was staying in the hospital. So they arranged a car for her to come across every day to visit and back again. And then the next day she came to visit and back again. So that was all really, really good. And then we get driven back to the hotel. Again, not a problem. Fabulous hotel, the Park Hotel in Mumbai. Really nice, lovely pool. I'm not allowed in it because of the operation now. But I was in it before, absolutely lovely. You know, at the end of the day, if anyone's thinking of doing knee, hip, any replacements or treatments, I would say try IndiCure. I would give them a 5-star. They were really, really good from the beginning. You knew exactly up front how much you were going to pay, how difficult or easy it was going to be, what they thought your prognosis was going to be after a day or 2 days. Everything was mapped out before I even got on the plane, which was fabulous. So I would certainly recommend them. And Mumbai is the hospital, Gleneagles Hospital, outstanding. The surgeon, brilliant. Funny, brilliant. All the medical staff, dietitians, fabulous. And the nursing staff, I haven't found, I mean, I haven't been in hospital much, I have to say, but the few times I have, they're very patient-centred, and they just want you to get better and go home. And it's not, I don't think they need the bed, but they just say, okay, it's time, off you go. So, great. I would recommend it to anybody. It worked for me. I don't see why it can't work for you. So I would certainly give it a thought.